Hi, I'm Nicki Minaj. Check out my new single, Starships. Hi, I'm Nicki Minaj. Check out my new album, Pink Friday, Roman Reloaded. It feels like a dream come true, really. I mean, I feel like everything that's happening now is what I've been like dreaming about for my whole life. So, I'm just thankful. I'm thankful to God that I'm able to do what I wanted to do for my whole life. I feel like female rappers are now. I think that there are a lot more doors being open for female rappers. So yeah, I definitely feel the shift. I think record companies definitely want to capitalize off the Nicki Minaj success. So yeah, I think I think maybe to the public, I probably was under pressure, but I was just so excited because I knew that my second album would be so much better than the first album because I would just kind of let my guards down and just not box myself in. So I was actually really really excited more than nervous for the second album. You can expect Southside Jamaica Queens meets Europe meets Tokyo meets everything all boiled up into one album, but they're all very authentic to who I am. All the records make me excited, so it's just me. One of the producer that has the most placements on my album is RedOne. He is just like a joy to work with. He's been like the sweetest. He produced Starships. He produced another record that I have on the album called Pound the Alarm and Whip It and lots of things that I think like if you are a dance fanatic, you're gonna love the RedOne records. And I have a new up and coming hip hop producer called Hit Boy, and he has like a real gritty feel that works well with me. So I mean, we kind of have everything from one end to the next of the spectrum. I was just like, I don't know, I was working on finishing up the album, and RedOne hit me and said, I got a couple things I want you to hear, and one of them was Starships, and I freaked out. And I was like, you're kidding, right? And so he's like, no, you like it? I said, I love it. And so I went and wrote my raps to it, and I recorded it, and I fell head over heels in love with it. I mean, the album is called Roman Reloaded, but it's not really focused on Roman. I felt like the fans really identified with my Roman character, so I kind of read up on him, so to say. But I don't think the album is not only focused on Roman. But I think people identify with Roman because he's just very honest. He says what you're thinking, and he doesn't give a damn. Because I feel like my whole career is always just going to be a continuation of my last stop. I don't feel like it's a new me. It's just a continuation. It's a story. So it's like one chapter, then the next chapter. My story isn't over yet. So Pink Friday will continue. It makes me feel happy. Since I was little, it was my favorite color. But I feel like it has like a softness and a fierceness at the same time. It just captures my personality in a nutshell. My lyrical inspirations, I think, well, obviously, Lil Wayne is my biggest influence lyrically. Jay-Z is one of my big influences. Um, those two are probably my biggest. Well, I'm doing a lot of shit talking on the album, a lot of cockiness, popping my collar. And then, there are a lot of records just about romance and love and feeling betrayed and feeling lost and alone. And I mean, it covers every emotion that a female can have. It really does. So, everything. I censored myself a lot on the first album. I've probably censored myself on this album maybe 1%. There's really nothing I was afraid of saying on this album. Definitely more bold on this album. This album has a complete different confidence, yeah, that the first one didn't have as much of. Yeah, I think it was brought on by the success, just me growing as well mentally and realizing that I don't have to please everybody, that I could just be myself and not give a damn. I think I just started having the attitude of, hey, if you like it, like it. If you don't, I'm not gonna lose any sleep. There is no concept musically. It's just thoughts from a woman. It goes through every emotion that women can have, and so I can't put my music into a real genre because it just surpasses that. It's like it's good music, and that's all it is. I want people to completely take me out of whatever box they had me in and just enjoy the music. I mean, I made it. I want people to be happy at the end of the day. I want people to feel like they can relate to the music because they're real emotions, and that's all. That's all I want people to take away from it. You know, I don't know. We've always pretty much had the same relationship. Like um, I'm he's I really look up to him as an artist, and I draw a lot of inspiration from him as a businessman and as someone that's been able to take just rap and make it into a business and an empire, and so I have a lot of respect for him, and that's never changed. Our relationship is still pretty much the same. It just it reflects the colors of the album. The different colors of the album. How the album is just not one-sided. How the album doesn't just make you feel one emotion, or and I think that's the big significance behind the artwork. Is just like I'm just playing in this paint and having fun. I don't know. I remember when I was little, I would ask my mother, hey, can we play dress up and go somewhere? Like go to like a ballroom and like have like a big poofy dress on, and she would be like looking at me like I was crazy. And because I wanted to feel like Cinderella, but we didn't have money and stuff like that, so that was like out of the question. But I think since I was little, I've been just someone that always I live in fantasy. Like I live in my imagination, and I feel like if I can imagine it, then I can make it happen. So my fashion comes from things in my brain, and I feel like once you can conceive it, you can make it reality, and then it kind of alters your mood and your spirit. So that's really, I mean, I've been like that since I was little. It's very important for me, not for every artist. You know, some artists don't care what they look like. But what I look like alters how I feel, so it matters to me a great, great deal. So working with Madonna was very, very. It was a poignant moment in my career because she's very on top of her business, or she's on top of every aspect of her career, and that's how I like to be. And I always feel like people think that's odd of me, maybe because I'm a new female artist. I don't know what it is, but when I saw how involved she was in every aspect of the Super Bowl, I was very, very inspired, and I felt like, hey, you know what? I'm on the right track because she's clearly had so much success, you know. So there's nothing wrong with being a woman and being a businesswoman as well as an artist at the same time. No, not really. I've had my share of working with people. I'm over it now. But I love the people that I have worked with, though. I feel like they all gave me like amazing opportunities, and I mean, I'm so grateful to everyone who allowed me to feature on their songs. I mean, I was a brand new artist working with the top-notch people in the game, and I'll forever be indebted to them for that. Plan for the charity. I want to do something for young people who are not that fortunate, that can't afford like college and like a recreational place. I want to do something for them. I don't know in what capacity fully yet, but I've been working on the idea and trying to establish and build it, and I think before long I will have it. I mean, I just want to encourage like my barbs to be intelligent women and to be business savvy and to be confident and to be all those amazing things that they may see in me. I want them to feel like they too can have those things, and so I want something that's spread out in cities in different countries, and we'll see. In 10 years, I'll have two children, married, retired, and I'll be a billionaire. People think that I guess people see like when I'm acting, when I'm on stage, or maybe sometimes when I'm like really super playful, that I think that they assume that when they meet me, it'll be like just a one-dimensional character, and they don't realize that I'm so layered. So I think that's probably the biggest thing. Yeah, I think it'll change. I think anyone that's gotten the first album knows that as well. I mean, but of course with albums, a lot of people, most people don't buy your album, so they just see what they see. But yeah, I'm really confident that people will get to know more of me with this album, and more. They will definitely get to understand me as an artist a lot more.